Shalom, shalom to the elect of Yasher Allah scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, my worship, double honor and glory and praises to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this word in sincerity and in truth and who rule well and are still in the highways and byways after so many years pushing this word to the ends of the earth so that they may receive their crowns of salvation. Alright, salutations to all the Akim of Yasher Allah, of the hopeful elect out there who are doing the same. So I ran into this article dealing with a meteorite that hit India, right? My man Dabu 77. Now my man, he looks like a Edomite. I believe he may be of the lost sheep, of the house of Israel, but only the Lord can and the angels can, let us know that. It remains to be seen, right? But anyway, not taking from the subject. The subject matter is this meteorite that hits India, okay? Now, some people believe that I believe there was a movie called Armageddon. Came out, I don't know if it came out in the early 2000s or late 90s, but Bruce Willis was in it. A couple other actors, top actors was in it. And it was dealing, I believe, with a meteorite, a giant meteorite, a meteor that was heading towards Earth, that was gonna cause the end of all humanity. And I guess they nuked it, blew it up, or whatever. I gotta go back and see the movie myself. To be honest, I don't even think I've seen the movie in its entirety. But I believe that the premise of the movie was dealing with that. Now, some people will say that the world will end because of a major meteorite or meteorites or meteors that's going to hit the earth. So, I'm here to let you know that that's not the case. All right, there's going to be things that look like meteors or meteorites coming, but they are man-made. They're known as the thermonuclear missiles. And we at GMS, we can't stress it enough. It's like we're like the only camp that brings that out, man. That is going to be thermonuclear missiles that's going to destroy, that there's going to be thermonuclear missiles that's going to destroy 100% of America and 100% of the land of Israel and other targeted, countries or whatever. Okay, it's not going to be no meteor. Now, meteors are going to fall and stuff like that. These are just, the signs from heaven. Like this is a sign, that the Lord is showing, that the Lord is ultimately is gonna throw fireballs at the earth, but it's gonna be man-made fireballs, like I said, thermonuclear missiles, man. So what I want to do, I just want to prove my point. For those of you who are new to this channel, this is GMS words drop like honey. If you could subscribe and hit that notification button. If you already are a subscriber, and if you haven't, I'm sorry, if you've been watching but you haven't hit that subscribe button or the notification bell, please do so. So what I want to do is just get a couple of scriptures to prove this point. Okay, and we're going to start off by going to Isaiah, the 54th chapter, and the 16th verse. Yeah, so this is the book of Isaiah, the 54th chapter and the 16th verse, and it reads, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire." Now, who's the smith? The smith are these physicists and the people, the scientists that deal with these these chemicals to put them together to they got something called nuclear fission. You can look it up if you don't know what that is. these people, they, the people who found out about atomic energy, nuclear energy, and nuclear physicists, and things like that. You can look up the Manhattan Project. Um, so the atomic bombs and all that, especially the ones that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan. The Lord created these people, okay? Put it into the minds of these scientists while they were sleeping, because the scriptures say that while men sleep, then the Lord puts in his instructions into the minds of man what they are to do. All right, and so this is what's happening. That the Lord created these scientists and to create these thermonuclear missiles. Now, the thermonuclear warheads, the power that those warheads have, man does not know. Man does not know what they have created, and showing you that it's the Most High who they don't know the power. Really, they can only in theory tell you what's the power that those nuclear warheads will yield, once detonated, but they don't really know. It's going to be the angels that are going to be in charge of these missiles, to cause them to be shut off. Something's going to happen, between Russia, the US, and the EU nations, that's going to cause them to set this thing off, to shoot these missiles. All right. Back during the Cold War era, there was a situation, I believe, in Russia where there were sightings of UFOs above a nuclear silo, and nobody touched the buttons. Nobody, no man hit the buttons to shoot off missiles. But all of a sudden, there was like a countdown, and the world was in fear. The Russians were fearing, and the whole world was. They really thought that was it back then. Showing you that it's the Lord and the holy angels that are behind it. Because if the Lord really wanted to, He could have had those missiles shot off way back then, and we would have been in the kingdom by now. But showing you that there's a time the Lord is bound by His word. So there's a time, that the Lord allows these nations to rule and to do their thing. And also the Lord was waiting for the number of the elect of the nation of Israel to be sealed, right? You can read about that. As a matter of fact, we're going to go there. Let me read this real quick. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work." Yeah, the instrument is the thermonuclear missiles with nuclear warheads on it. "And I have created the waster to destroy." And what is the waster that destroys? Those thermonuclear missiles, man. Once they hit, that's what they're gonna leave behind: destruction. We can also get the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter. So right now I'm gonna go to what I just had said. Right, so this is the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, and all this is part of the mystery. All this is part of the mystery that the Heavenly Father has shown to His elect, that thermonuclear missiles were going to finish Esau. That the Lord was going to give the technology of thermonuclear missiles unto Esau, unto the Edomites, and to the nations, so that they could destroy themselves, just so that the Lord could bring us back into our land. You see? So, like it is written, the deceived and the deceiver are both the Lord's, man. You see? And Esau, he is the deceived, and he was the deceiver, right? The great deceiver. And that's why we call the white man the devil, right? The so-called white man the devil. So the Lord's going to take him out in a dramatic way, because Esau took us out in a dramatic way, but it was because of the Lord that gave him the power to do so. Actually stripped away our power. All right? Because there's no nation greater than the nation of Israel, of Yasharallah. You know, we're the strongest people on the planet Earth. So how was it that we fell? It was because we went against and violated the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, we went against the laws and commandments that are contained in the book, in the Bible. So this is Revelation, the 7th chapter, in the 1st verse, and it reads, "And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth." And the winds is coming from destroying winds, okay? The destructive winds that the thermonuclear missiles are going to cause once they hit. That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. So there's angels. You got people in this world talking about, no, the angels, they're holy, they're nice, they're sweet, they look white, they're little babies, but naked with wings. They don't hurt nobody. They just pass out flowers. No, you got first of all, the angels look menacing. When you go to the story of in the book of Judges, when you go to the story of Samson's parents, okay, they seen an angel, okay. Samson's father Manoah and his wife seen, which is Samson's mother, seen an angel, and she said that the man, I'm trying to remember the exact terminology that she used. Pretty much that the man looked terrible, like he was frightening, to look upon. And there was an angel, and then the angel spoke, I believe, to her, or I gotta go back to the story. And after he finished speaking, he threw himself into the fire, and that's how he went back up into the spiritual world. And that's how they knew it was an angel of the Lord. All right, they ain't look like no. It's amazing that we gotta use. We can't even express ourselves how we should. All right, but you for you Akim, you catch the gist, right? He ain't look like no damn tulip carrying man. All right, no damn. He ain't look like a damn florist. All right, let's put it that way. So he was a manly looking, terrible looking being, all right, because he wasn't a man. A man is of the earth. He was an angel of the Lord, all right. He came down to fulfill the will of the Lord. That's what they do. They do that every day. Just because you don't see them don't mean that they're not doing their jobs. They're doing that. They're coming down and going up, all right. Jacob's ladder, right, to fulfill the will of the Lord, man. Guess what? Satan and his demons, they do the same thing, but they're still doing the will of the Lord, And it says, and I saw another angel ascending. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me see. Yes, verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. Those 4 angels had to have been the 4 archangels. Now you don't read that nowhere, but discerning that in the spirit, that had to be, Mayakala, which is Michael, Rapayala, which is Raphael, Awar Ya'ala, which is Uriel, and Gabar Ya'ala, which is Gabriel, right? these are the four main archangels, and they come right under Yahweh Shai. See, so there's an order in heaven, just like there's supposed to be an order here down here on earth, man. And it is to be respected, because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has set it up. So this has not happened yet. It's about to, though. We're approaching this time quickly, though, because the word of the Lord is or has gone out through the four corners of the earth. And Yahweh Shai did say and did tell the apostles, the 12 apostles, that when this word of the kingdom is preached throughout the whole world, to the ends of the world, then the end shall come. So we're living in that time now. We don't know exactly. Yahweh Shai said that he don't know. Even the angels don't know the exact day. But he said that, I'm gonna give you a few hints, though. The Father Yahweh did give some hints when you'll know when this thing is gonna happen, and we're living in those days, man. That's why we're supposed to watch and pray, always. That's why we're supposed to, see, look at the news every day, every morning, from the time. Normally, I will wake up in the morning, and you have what is called RT News Live, man, and they're going live, man. I think they go 24/7, and I put that thing on, man, and then you get the first news of the day early. I wake up early in the morning. I'll be up by a little after 5, 5:30 and shit, and then get ready to go to work. But what I do is I just set my prayers up, of course. Then I go straight to the news, man, and that's how get the ideas to for shows or just to keep me fresh and updated, man, on what the hell's going on in the world, man. Because Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect, and just like every other brother, man, I'm trying to, I want to make it. I don't want to get caught out there, man. The proverbial saying, with my pants hanging down, so to speak, man. Naked. I don't want to be caught naked, man, like the scriptures say. I don't want to be caught in ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's why, man, we are to watch, and because if Yahweh Shai was saying, all right, and the prophets were saying, even before Yahweh Shai came on the scene, that this thing was close. They were saying that back then. But damn, how much closer are we now? Yahweh Shai said that I am even at the door. So Yahweh Shai is already getting ready to, knock and come in through that door, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be ready. We have to be at the ready. And we are at the ready, because we've been, studying, doing this work, pumping out these videos, man, praying, keeping ourselves from evil, to the best of our ability. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the main thing. So it says, this is, I'm gonna read verse 2 again, right? And it reads, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So you see, so that's why you have, I like to say, you have 2 marks. You got the mark of the Lord that's going to come upon the elect of the Lord, so that they don't be touched by this destruction. They'll be delivered before the destruction come down. And then you got the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip that the wicked, the 2/3 of our people are going to get, and the wicked Esau and the other nations are going to get, and they're going to be destroyed, man. Anybody who takes the chip amongst the Israelites, they would not be slaves. You cannot make it into the ship, all right? You will not make it, I repeat, you will not make it into the ships, man. Why? Because you did not put your trust, your whole trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You trusted Esau, the devil, man, for everything. For food, for drink, for clothing, for assistance. You see? And let me see, verse 4, it says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Showing you that the tribes of Israel were going to be alive, well and kicking in these last days. So you have to know who are the tribes of Israel, the real tribes of Israel. Everyone, the whole world knows that the people who are over there in the land of Israel today are not the real Israel. They are not the real Israel. You know, they know that. They know that, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Esau is shook, man. They're shook at this thing. You know what I'm saying? At this word. We're saying, and we're letting the world know that we are the nation of Israel, the real nation of Israel, the different tribes, and we're coming together for one cause, and that's to prophesy the downfall of Esau's kingdom and the coming of our Lord, all right, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Messiah. You know, he's coming to save us and usher in his holy kingdom. So now I got one more scripture I wanted to bring out, and that's the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter. This is the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter and the 1st verse, and it reads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So what does this mean in essence, right? Blow ye the trumpet in Zion. What's the trumpet? The trumpet is the Bible. And we are the prophets that are out there blowing this trumpet out there on the highways and byways, showing you that this is a commandment, really, to go out into the highways and byways and blow this trumpet, man. Blow it as loud and as hard as you can. Okay? To let sound, it says sound an alarm. All right, in my holy mountain. Where's the holy mountain? Well, physically, the holy mountain is in the land of Israel. Okay? Spiritually, it's wherever the children of Israel are. Okay? Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, and all the inhabitants of this land here, Babylon the Great, which is America, are trembling when they hear the word of the Lord being preached by the prophets and teachers out there on the highways and byways, man. They're having nightmares and all that, man. You know, I mean, this is their worst dream coming true, you know? You know, all the sins of Esau, man. The sins of Esau's youth, right? Coming and smacking him in his face. And he knows that there's going to be a day that he has to answer for all his bullshit, right? It says, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, right? See? And that was that was Joel back, that was way before Yahweh Shai's time. And he said back then that it was near. Nigh means near. It was near at hand. It was soon to come. See what I'm saying? So how much closer are we now? How much nigh or nigher are we now, right? It says a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. That's talking about the nuclear missiles. Okay. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more thereafter. Yeah, there has never been ever the like, because the technology of creating these thermonuclear missiles wasn't given unto man until a little after the industrial revolution age, right? In the mid 1900s. You see, that's when the Lord decided to give this knowledge unto man, man. Okay, so that they could destroy themselves, mainly unto the Edomites, so that they could destroy themselves, man. All right, and it says there hath not been ever the like. That's why this is a direct link with the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter, in the 1st and 2nd verse. Neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Right, because this is going to be, once those missiles are shut off, there will be no more wars after that. You could read Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, and Lord willing, Spirit get on me tomorrow, man, or maybe a little later, I could do a part 2 to this, man, and go into Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, man, because after that, that's it. It's curtains for Esau, and then Jacob gets to rule once again and forevermore in the kingdom here on earth. All right, so, with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, it says a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Right before they hit, everything is the same. Right, it's not destroyed. It's nice, birds chirping and everything. The wind is blowing, sun is shining. Right, and behind them. In other words, after they hit, a desolate wilderness, because that's what they're gonna cause. These missiles, they're gonna cause desolation, destruction. Yea, and nothing shall escape them, right? Because that fire is gonna be so great. That's why I said Esau does not really know the power that these things have, because it's the Lord that. And those are live spirits in those nuclear warheads, man. Fire in itself is a spirit. So these things harness the energy and power of the sun. But not as great, but damn near, man. Because the scriptures say that when these things hit, it's gonna rock the earth. It's gonna make the earth tilt off its axis. I believe it says that the birds in the air are gonna shake. They're even gonna shake. You know what I'm saying? That's how strong it's gonna be. And it reads, let me see the 4th verse. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Right, it's talking about the missiles. The missiles, the thermonuclear missiles, are the Lord's army, and it's gonna appear, but they're coming in the sky, they're flying, but they're gonna appear like horsemen riding upon horses, going against the enemy, to fight against the enemy. They're gonna be like in ranks, but they're not gonna hit each other. It says, like the 5th verse, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Right, now chariots in the ancient world with horses, they couldn't get up on rocky mountains and leap over mountains and stuff like that. So that's talking about thermonuclear missiles, man, flying over the mountains, making this loud noise, right, as they come. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people, as showing you that it's comparing it to, that it's not an actual people, that it's comparing it to a strong people set in battle array. before their face the people shall be much pained, right? Because when they hear and when they give the announcement that the nations have shot off these missiles here to America, people are gonna be much. They're not gonna know what to do, man. You can see the movie The Day After. There's many movies that show it. You know, the missiles are coming and they were shot off, and people are trying to run away. They're stuck in traffic and they don't know what to do. There's nothing you can't do but to stay still and get burnt alive, man. But those of you and those of us, Lord willing, of the hopeful elect, that will not happen to us. The chariots, the glory of the Lord will come fast, thousands upon thousands of them, to deliver us, take us out of here before this happens, of course. It says, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks, right? Because they're all operating, these missiles are operating off of GPS, man. All right? So they're not going to bump into each other and crash into each other and blow up in midair. All right? They're going to hit their targets. Verse 8, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, right? Because they're not going to fall. There's no sword or weapon that could destroy them, because the angels are guiding them. All right. So all these weapon systems and all these things that Esau over here in Latin America have set up, the space program and all that shit, that's not going to work. All right. They're not going to be wounded by those anti-missile defense systems in space, because the Lord is going to make it where they're not going to work. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. It's showing you how they're going to be hitting. They're going to go through windows. They're going to hit houses. They're going to hit walls. You see what I'm saying? Trump talking about building this wall, all right, around the border in South, to keep Issachar out. Well, those missiles are going to bust down that wall. All right, so that wall is going to be to no avail. That wall is not going to keep the missiles out. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10, the earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining, right? Because of all the soot and smoke that they're going to give, once they hit. Okay? It's going to cause what they call a nuclear winter. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? That's right. So with that, I'm gonna end it there, Akim. Hopefully this was edifying, man, and this is the time for us to be as real as we can with this word, and just bring it out, bring the prophecy out, just as it's written. So this is GMS Words Drop Like Honey. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Shalom until the next time. Hopefully you were edified. Shalom. Keep stay awake. Keep watching. Shalom. Keep your prayers up.